Hi Robuxio traders, welcome to our new market update where we will go over the updated portfolio. We'll go over all the details that are necessary for you to understand the new solution, what we add to the portfolio, what is it based on, what are the differences between these two portfolios you are trading right now and you will be trading, and basically everything you need to know about the new solution because I'm pretty excited about it and I want you to understand it properly too. Firstly, very quickly, let's go over current live performance. You know that based on the portfolio you are trading, you are between 60 to 90% in profits. Of course, based on when you started trading. These are results since the official launch, which was in September 2023. By the way, you can check the live performance of all portfolios at robuxio.com slash hashtag live. I will share the links with you after the presentation or at the end of the presentation. Now, finally, we got to the point that we can migrate all of you to our updated portfolio, the V2 portfolio, which is perfect. I'm super excited about it. But firstly, before we will go over the details of the new portfolio, we have to stop with the backend solution and everything we had to do to get to this point. Because for you, it could seem like we only add six more strategies to the overall portfolio. But in fact, it was almost 5 months of work. It wouldn't be possible without our CTO Deneb, without our COO Dries, and also without the whole software development team because it was work of 4 people full time last 4 to 5 months. And this is really something that we can say that we got to high end of professionalism. I can't imagine having better made software trading backend for our current service because everything is running in cloud, everything is super fast, everything is super safe, and everything is as smooth as possible. So thank you for all this work, and let's go over the portfolio. We got six new strategies to the portfolio. We got puncher, volatility catcher, trend catcher, pump and dump, fake bar, and the rebounder. You can see the equity curves of the single strategies. You can see that some of them, for example, trend catcher, are pretty volatile, and this is also the reason why we didn't add them to the V1 portfolio because we didn't have good enough strategies that were able to mitigate the volatility of these highly volatile strategies. But right now, we have three more trend strategies and three more mean reversion strategies. Thanks to those mean reversion strategies like pump and dump, fake bar, and the rebounder, we were able to smooth the overall equity of the portfolio much farther, and we were also able to add the more volatile strategies to the portfolio. So that's why the overall volatility quite decreased in the new updated portfolio. Let's go over the details. If we compare the V1 and V2 portfolio since 2021, you can see that the V2 portfolio has slightly better performance in absolute terms, but it's not the main purpose with which we build this portfolio. What is more important for us is the overall volatility, because you can see that the V1 portfolio is much more volatile compared to the V2 portfolio, uh, which has much smoother equity curve. We can look at it better on the results from 2022, which you can see here. You can see our V1 portfolio and the new V2 portfolio. And again, you can see how much smoother the equity curve of the V2 portfolio is. Of course, there are always drawdowns, and they will be drawdowns, but the new portfolio is built that way that it can take advantage of smaller moves, and it doesn't have to wait for the long movements only, which we are, for example, trading with high flyer and momentum catcher these days on the V1 portfolio. Also, these are the results on high risk portfolio. Some of you are also trading medium risk portfolio. So that's why I'm adding the comparison between V1 and V2 medium risk portfolio. You can again see that the overperformance of the V2 portfolio compared to the V1 portfolio is about 50%. But what is more important is the overall smoothness of the solution. You can see that we are making money nicely in 21, 22, 23, and the overall volatility of the equity curve is much lower. And that was the main point, wasn't to make as much money as possible, but the main point was to stay with the performance of the V1 portfolio or a little bit better, but with lower volatility, because performance to volatility ratio is the way to go for us. So you could look at the comparison between high risk portfolio between V1 and V2. Now you can look at the comparison from 2021, again V1 versus V2 portfolio. Again, you can see the smoothness of the new solution. You can see that the growth of the equity curve is much better with the V2 portfolio. And of course, we even made more money with the V2 portfolio in the last 4 or 5 months, but it can be only by luck. It is not the main purpose. The main purpose of the V2 portfolio is volatility. Now to the drawdown, because we all know as traders that drawdown is probably the most important metrics that is giving us the trust in the solution, and that is giving us the overall comfort to stay with the solution. And you can see that if you compare the high risk portfolio drawdown between V1 and V2 portfolio, you can see that the drawdown is basically 50% lower on the V2 portfolio. And that was the main target, to lower the volatility a bit and to lower the overall maximum drawdown. And it is happening quite often. Look here, V1 portfolio, the drawdown 20 to 23%, the V2 portfolio, the maximum drawdown 14-15%. Of course, it will be a bit higher in the future. We can expect the drawdown of the high risk portfolio 25 to 30% easily, but it will be still about 30 to 40% lower than the drawdown of the V1 portfolio. So very important, and for me, this is really great success what we achieved with the V2 portfolio. If you go over the drawdown on the medium risk portfolio again, you can see that the maximum drawdown on V1, the historical one, was about 22%, but on the V2 portfolio, it is only about 11-12%. So here it is even better, and the volatility decreased really significantly. So very good results in my opinion. What is also important are the daily returns of V1 versus V2 portfolio, because now there were mostly breakout strategies in the portfolio, and breakout strategies tend to have like bigger volatility in daily returns. Why? Because you enter into the position and you are sticking to it for quite a long time. For example, you can see it on the moon strategy, you can see it on momentum catcher, and so on. But now we have strategies in the portfolio that holding the position 1 to 2 days, sometimes more, sometimes even less. And that's why they are stabilizing the portfolio and they are taking even smaller profits, but those profits are more stable. And that's why the overall portfolio is more stable too. You can see it here on the maximum daily returns. You can see, for example, here that the V1 portfolio has higher maximum daily return, but the V2 portfolio has higher average daily returns. And this is for us more important because for us, the stability of results and of performance is the key. Another topic for some of you, not for all of you, is the robustness of the solution. So, firstly, the portfolio, the V2 portfolio, was made in October, at the start of October 2023. So, basically, starting from here, we are getting to the out of sample period of the testing and of live trading. So the new portfolio is running almost 4 months live, and these results are pretty same as the backtested ones. So we are pretty satisfied with it. And another thing is that if you go over the testing of on 4 hour chart, you can see the performance here. The strategies are the same. The only thing that has changed is the time frame. Normally, we are trading on the daily data and we will be still trading on the daily data, but we are using other time frames like 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours for like out of sample data that we can test our strategies and our portfolios on. And if you look at the out of sample on 4 hour data time frame, you can see that even on this time frame, the portfolio is thriving. So we are super excited about it, and we hope that everything will be managed as soon as possible for you to be able to use this portfolio too. So now to the specific migration procedure to V2 portfolio. So the date when the migration will be made will be on the 3rd of March 2024, basically at the daily close on Monday, which means that before the Monday's daily close, we will close all open trades, we will cancel all open orders that are on your exchanges, and then we will implement the V2 portfolio. So on Tuesday, you will see the new V2 portfolio running on your dashboards, and everything will be set up properly. So we don't need any touch on your current portfolio to be able to migrate. Everything will be made automatically for you. You only have to expect one thing, and it is that we will migrate the history, the trading history, which are basically closed trades during the following week, which means that you won't be able to see the closed trades, not the open trades. The open trades will be visible from the start of the V2 portfolio, but the closed trades will be migrated during the next week because there has to be made some processes that will help us to migrate the closed trades from one solution, from the current solution to the new solution. Okay, we will inform you about everything by email. You will have all the information you will need. If we will make some other update or there will be some changes that will be connected with the update, we will definitely let you know. And if you have any questions to the migration or any questions to the strategies, just ask please, and we can cover them in the following update, or we can record one specific Q&A video that will be connected only with your questions that are connected with the V2 migration. At the end of the presentation, I would like to show you two more links. First is the link to live results, where you can check the live results of all portfolios in case you are thinking about changing medium to high risk or high risk to medium risk or to low risk. You can see the differences there. It is updated twice a day. And another good link for those of you that didn't see it is the link to webinar. It's robuxio.com/webinar, and you can see all the information about the current portfolio, where you can see the information about current strategies. Plus, we will add the new one strategies in the future there too. Okay, traders, thank you for trading with us. I'm super excited about this step. Hope you will enjoy it too. And as I said, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask, please. Have a great day. Bye.